I am definitely here at Sir Henry's Haunt. This is a media night, so they did comp my ticket here, and everybody you see here will be media, so you might recognize some faces, walrus, carp, magic bands, and trash cans, and more. But yeah, I'm here and checking out their Halloween haunt. This is like a home haunt. It's not like made by Universal or Six Flags. It's a home haunt. It's very custom, and so home haunts are usually way funner than like Six Flags or like Cedar Fair things. Well, now they're the same company, but yeah, let's check out Sir Henry's Haunt. One thing I absolutely love about Sir Henry's is this custom archway that they use as the entrance of the park. It's all hand-built. In fact, I'd say everything in this park is hand-built. As far as theming goes, there's animatronics and stuff that's probably purchased, but this is all custom hand-built, and I saw some TikToks of theirs where they're hand-building additional elements of a house. Somebody dressed up as Beetlejuice over here. Look at that. And then over here you got the trick-or-treat person with the candy canes. I love that people are dressing up. Somebody showed up with this car with a fake body on it. That's pretty funny. It's also a pretty cool car. Alright, so this is what the map looks like of the park. This is the newest maze, I believe. Alright, so unlike in previous years, they're actually letting us film these houses. So I'm going to get all the houses done ASAP, and then I'll review them later, probably when it's a little bit dark, just so I have the footage of what the houses look like. So let's get these houses done ASAP. Alright, Pyram's Wrath, General Mission. Let's check this maze out.
My family, they've really done it this time. They really have. They brought them back. They're all back.
Oh.
The creatures, the monsters, they're back and they're on a killing spree.
Oh, jeez.
They never listened to me.
No.
I told them Pyron would be back.
Oh, man.
Next time, they'll listen. So you're so tired.
Oh, no thanks.
We can take all your pain away.
Alright, so Pyram's Wrath, this is the one where it's a reverse POV only, so you got to see me get scared out the wazoo, because this light kind of blinds you, so I do not see anything ahead of me for the most part, and honestly, it makes it that much better. You just could not see anything when you have a bright light like this. This is like the dimmest setting, sadly, but it's phenomenal. I wish you could go through with a bright light shining at you for most houses, because like outside of here as well, because it really it scares you good. There's so many jump scares there, simply because I can't see them ahead of time. But Pyram's Wrath, pretty fun house. That's pretty similar to what it was last year, I believe. Probably some changes to it, but there's a lot of the same set that was similar. I'm fine with that. This isn't Universal where they can change out their houses fully every year. They gotta rekeep something. So pretty fun house. If I have to say, you should probably do that one when it's a little bit darker, because there's a long outside portion of it, in my opinion. Actually, most of the houses here you should do that at night, in my opinion, just because a lot of them are outside. Alright, so a little backstory to this house. It's about the Ripper. In 1891, a mysterious serial killer prowls the nights in London. Let's see. The murders that began on a small farm quickly spilled over into the city streets. Cops feverishly work to find the culprit, but no progress is made as each day more and more citizens fall victim to these gruesome murders. The Ripper is out for blood, and no one is safe. The more kills he gets bold, the more he kills. Okay, I read that wrong. The bolder he gets. Now with the police station being targeted, there's no safe haven for anyone that walks the streets at night. And once again, this is all like home built. They all built this by hand.
We hope to see you for our
They didn't have huge crews working on this, so this is a very impressive. Oh man. Oh, and they had some great smells in that room. I see bodies hanging.
Oi, what do you think you're doing out here? Don't you know it's past your curfew? Come on, keep it moving. The Ripper's on the loose, don't you know? Come on, chop chop. Chop chop, it's not safe out here.
Oh, that was the Ripper.
Newspapers! Get your newspapers! Jack the Ripper's coming!
Oh man.
Boy, come on in. What are you having tonight?
A pint?
Fancy a pint like my mate over here?
Oh man.
It might be your last. Alright then, bugger off.
Now we're in a cemetery. We're going through some ruins now of a cemetery, it looks like. Oh, there's a body there.
Have you seen my mommy? She's supposed to be here right now! Where is she? The Ripper is wasting for all of us. He's a murderer, he's a demon! He's killed my family!
Who is Mystery Jack the Ripper?
No one is after me! That's what you do! It wasn't the papers, didn't you see?
Oh, I think Jack's about to get me.
Ripper!
One of the policemen was killed over here.
Fresh cuts. Straight from the river!
They got some good meat pies over there. Oh, we're in the sewer now. Look at that. Oh, they got all these strings hanging down. Wow. The set design here is amazing.
What are you doing here? I haven't got the river yet. It's not safe. We need to go. Go! You'll end up like her! Go!
All right, so the Ripper, I think this is probably the strongest house, potentially. There's just so much to it. It's the longest house, I do believe. I think I clocked it in like 5 or 7 minutes. Absolutely phenomenal. There's so many scares there. And there's like hidden alcoves you don't see where people will just pop out and scare you. The Ripper will like kill you. So that's fun. Because it's one of the longest, it might have the longest line. I don't know, but it should, because it's so good. I do wish they didn't like doubled on cemeteries. You walk like through 2 cemeteries. I would say switch that out where you're walking through something else potentially. But other than that, I think it's an amazing house, and I do believe it's like the same thing that you did last year with like very minimal changes, but they just changed the whole story somehow, which is amazing. I think last year is about like werewolves or something like that, but this year is about Jack the Ripper. And so I think of that as a pretty cool, unique feature of a small haunt like this.
Gather round and hear the tales of old.
Alright, Agua de Muerte is up next. And there's water effects in you, so you may get wet. I just noticed for the entrance of Agua de Muerte, there's a guy with a huge cannonball through his stomach. He's very shocked about it. This is just comical. I love it. It's so funny. Alright, here's the backstory for Agua de Muerte. Centuries ago, Spanish conquistadors journeyed out into the search of the Fountain of Youth. Many failed to find such magical fortune, with the exception of one group of explorers. Landing along the Floridian coast, they discovered mythical water flowing up from the ground. They began to build a town, fort, and defenses for their new settlement. As the citizens drank from the water, they claimed to feel years younger and a new sense of vigor. But as the days and weeks would go by, those drink began to rot and wither away until they were skeletal beings. When the settlers tried to close off the water supply, ancient beings appeared again and began haunting the explorers. Unbeknownst to the town folks, the mystical waters had been cursed many years before by the original settlers. Anyone who drank from its waters would suffer the worst death imaginable. These waters were known as Las Aguas de Muerte, the Fountain of Death.
See you for Haunted Christmas and Haunted Valentine's events.
¡Por favor, no se vayan! ¡Me saco de esta medicina!
I don't know what she was saying.
¡Por favor! ¡Ayúdame! ¡Hay agua para allá! ¡Ayúdame, por favor! ¡Vas a morir allá! ¡Hay agua para allá! ¡Ayúdame, por favor!
Eso fue divertido, eso bueno. Agua.
Oh man.
El agua y ser bueno.
Look at the water feature. Oh, it moves.
Cuidado, el agua de muerte. No tomen el agua. Los matará a todos. A todos.
I don't know what anyone is saying in this maze. Oh, there's a face there.
¡Protege fuerte!
And there. Oh wow, look at that guy. Oh man.
El agua te salva.
Oh,
¡Te salva!
they come at you from every angle. Oh my gosh. Look at all these skulls. Oh, I hear someone crying up there. Alright, so I just get Agua de Muerte and it was a phenomenal house. I didn't know I don't understand Spanish, so I didn't understand what most of the people in there were saying. I heard agua, and I know based off the backstory, the water's poisonous, so they're doing something there. Other than that, it is pretty enjoyable. I love that, you know, there's so many like different like 1-2 moments where somebody distracts you and then the other person sneaks up on you and then scares you. Sir Henry's is great with that. It's just a fun maze. Up next is the hayride, Legends of Halloween haunted hayride. Let's go check it out. There's a horse over here. This is not the same horse we saw riding earlier. This is a fake horse. But it's still pretty cool nonetheless.
Foolish souls! You were told to stay away from these woods. On this night, All Hallows Eve, the dead will rise from their graves, returning to their dwelling, and lying in wait for your doomed wagon to pass through. There is no escape. Your souls will remain as these legends of Halloween come back to life. Your fear will be unleashed. These woods, they belong to me. Fate, creature, arise, my faithful servant. Do thy bidding. No one is safe.
Howdy, y'all! How are y'all doing tonight? I hope y'all know we can hear y'all a mile away. Yapping all night long.
Your flashing flesh as it covers the ground, giving life to the harvest. Hold on to your head.
I hope y'all are excited for dinner tonight. The dinner is on you. This one of them. I'm excited. Got liver, that is tactic. Oh, and that food is gonna work wonders tonight.
He's gotta do what he's gotta do. The corn tastes so much sweeter with human blood anyway. Don't go snooping around, telling anyone about our little secret here. Too early. The harvester will see to that himself. Why don't we just cut you out right now? Final curse, an eternity of suffering. Thirst shall never be quenched. The smell of your blood heightening their frenzy. My pets are hungry.
So I just did the hayride. The hayride, pretty fun. I like that it's different than anything you would find at like Six Flags or Universal. They don't offer rides like this that scare you. It's a much different experience. It's something you won't find at those parks, and I think Sir Henry's is going to do well because of this one particular scare. It's just so unique and it's so fun because you're just sitting in the back and the scare actors are coming after you. You don't have to walk around the houses, they come to you, which makes it very fun. You don't have to go through and duck through stuff. They just come to you and scare you, and it is fun. Alright, so they have Sir Henry's Spooky Eats here. And here at this restaurant, it looks like they have nachos and cheese, grilled cheese with bacon, butter beer with skull mug, Sir Henry's cider float, soda, and water. And the prices are pretty reasonable too. Look at that. Very reasonable. $10 for a butter beer, and you get to keep this skull mug. That's very reasonable. This is one of the 2 escape rooms. This one's called Smile, and there's one over here called Wasp, I believe. These escape rooms are closed right now. These are open starting next weekend, or the weekend, after the media night. And these are just little escape rooms. They cost like $5-10 or something like that, and they're fun. They don't last like an hour like regular escape rooms. It's just a quick 5-10 minute thing, and I think it's worth it. Ooh. This one's called Werewolf Apprehension Service and Protection, WASP. And so these are different escape rooms than last year they had. Last year they had like a Tooth Fairy one. So honestly, that's pretty cool that they keep changing out stuff. I do feel like I'm getting bit out the wazoo by bugs. So if you come here, bring bug spray, because this is like in the middle of like a forest. So there's gonna be lots of bugs here. They do have a gift shop over here where you can buy copies of the books that they have that actually tell the backstory of Sir Henry's. They also have some shirts and socks, it looks like, deemed to Sir Henry's. They have some posters, magnets, stickers, pins. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Ooh, and they got shirts too. The shirt designs are pretty dang cool. Look at that. They have a trick-or-treat cafe over here where you can get hot, fresh mini donuts. Look at that, there's a little light-up skull in the background. And then over here you can get some shaved ice from Pelican Snowballs. Let's go check out their flavors that they got. They got Sir Henry Pina Colada with raspberry drizzle. They got the Grim Reaper, Frankenstein, the Freddy Pumpkin Pie, Casper, and more. These are just $5. And then lastly, for food, they have buttermilk corn dogs over here. $10 for a drink special where you get a corn dog and a drink. Or you could just get a corn dog for $7. Very reasonable. Over here they have a selfie area. I believe this is even different from last year. Wow, I'm amazed that they changed out so much stuff. I don't think it was this themed last year. Oh, and look at this. Oh, you could like pose where you're like holding the chainsaw, cutting the guy open. Wow. That's gruesome, but I love it. And then of course they have this iconic graffiti, I assume graffiti artwork over here of Sir Henry's Haunted Trail with some of the icons of the houses, and I love this artwork. It's phenomenal. So it's very telling. There's Agua de Muerte, here's Pioneer's Wrath, the hayride, and then the Ripper. The Ripper has the longest line out of all three scare mazes. I don't know if the hayride has a long line, but of the three houses, the Ripper definitely has the longest line. So if you come here, you should definitely do the Ripper first at night if you come here, because there's a pretty long line for that.
Another in a timeless battle of life and death. May you tread carefully, for Beatrice has unleashed a new fear, and this creature is no friend. Be warned, any who enter this domain, for you may not leave with your soul.
There is one downside to this event, because it's like a local farm that hosts it. The restrooms are porta potty, so if you don't want to use a porta potty, definitely go before you get here, or hold it, but unfortunately they are porta potties. Hopefully as this event gets bigger, they could actually invest in real bathrooms eventually, but I don't see that happening for the time being. It looks like they're putting the goblin through with a POV camera. That's pretty funny. Wow, I love it. And he's probably just gonna act his part as a goblin and not speak and just like mumble random words. So this is the main courtyard, and from this main courtyard branches like everything. All the mazes, the haunted hayride, you'll have random characters walking throughout it. You know, it's kind of like a scare zone in a way, where you can interact with all these characters. Oh, you got this guy right here. And from here, you know, you got all the food, the escape rooms, the throwing axes over there. So it's not far to get to any one thing. You don't have to walk like miles like at Universal or at like Six Flags. Everything's relatively close. You're not walking far in this event. Alright, so I'm all done here. Of the 4 attractions, I think the Ripper was my favorite. It's the longest. It's absolutely amazing. Second one was the Pirates one, where it's like the Halloween face is the main actor. That one is probably my second favorite. Then the hayride ride, and then Agua de Muerte was my 4th favorite. Obviously, you should come here. It's a local family-owned haunt, and it's always great supporting them. And it's fun, too. The scares aren't like something you'd see at Six Flags or Cedar Fair or Universal, especially Disney. They don't do Halloween. But they're able to do stuff that those other big chains can't do. And it works. It works. I was the most scared I've been this Halloween season and most Halloween seasons because local haunts get the job done. But yeah, come out to Sir Henry's, support them, and you'll have a blast at the same time. That being said, be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.